feel like I'm a different kind of woman. I just don't understand how Dorit takes back all the tea to her husband. Not that I don't feel comfortable, I just wouldn't want to discuss like my girl chatter with my man. And I would feel some sort of way that he's comfortable with just sitting there and be like, really, girl, what else she do? I don't know. I'm not saying that some things are lady things and some things are men things. I'm just saying for me, I just would not want to be gossiping about, or talking to my man about the things that are going on in my girl group. It's weird how Dorit and PK, before they do anything else, all of their scenes always consist of them dragging the women, and then they get in a family business, and I'm just like, how do you just feel so comfortable? Like, I could talk to you, you can talk to your man about anything, right? That's the comfortability that you have in a relationship, especially in a marriage. But I would rather have a husband or a partner that is giving me wisdom and how to deal with this the situation, instead of celebrating in the demise of one of my girlfriends. It's really, really weird, and it's not a good look. It's not a good look. So I hollered when PK dropped that statue that Dorit gave him of her and the kids for his birthday, which I thought was kind of cute. But I would expect nothing less from Dorit. You know what I mean? Like, she is the type of woman who would give like a picture of herself or a statue of herself to her husband for his birthday. Typical Dorit. Lisa Rinna is sort of goals for me. She has made a successful career. Of course, especially as an actress, you have highs and lows, but she has remained relevant for 20 years within acting and was still able to raise her children, who are for LA standards, normal, right? I really look up to her in her hustle and just how she is still just able to still be her creative self. Because the fact that she took out time to go with her kids, or she had to because they were young, but still, she went with her kids to Tokyo, supervised them during their shoot. Now she's back in LA, she's doing Days of Our Lives, then she's on The Middle. Like, that is goals. Like, I am forever an artist, right? I can't cut that off. I don't want to stop it when I become a parent. So I really look up to Rinna in that aspect. Not that the Pens commercial, though. I have my limits. But I love her hustle. Mother hustles, and I really admire that about her. This case against that pet company. And thank you for whoever gave me the tea about that shelter or whatever that is that she was working with, Spot or whatever. Thank you for whoever let me know in the comment section that shelter has been having a lot of issues, and that Lisa was erring on the right side by getting out of working with that problematic shelter. So thank you for the tea. Anyway, the case is dropped against her, so she wants to celebrate with her good Judies. And she calls Dorit and Cal, and they all sit down for dinner. However, it goes haywire because when Lisa is trying to discuss what's going on with her, just celebrate, it becomes about Dorit and Cal and Lisa in a way that was not what Lisa intended. She came there for something else. She got something different. So Lisa's there to celebrate with the girls, but Cal and Dorit Dorit started it. She wants to talk about Teddi and how she was acting, and then Cal jumps in and she's just like, well, I can speak, because Dorit had a problem with Cal speaking. And Dorit is very nasty at times. Nasty to the point where I'm just like, how do you have girlfriends? Because a girlfriend is only going to take you talking to her like that a few times. After that, if you don't got no kind of status where I could, get put on by you, I'm not going to be dealing with you. And I'm not saying myself per se. Whether you could put me on or not, if you're a nasty person, I can't rock with you. But there are some people, like Kyle, who will stay in kind of abusive girlfriend relationships because it advances them in some kind of circle. You know what I mean? But Dorit is just very, very nasty. Like, the way she was speaking to Kyle, I was just like, Kyle, you gotta stop taking this from people. But I get why she takes it. Anyway, they start going back and forth about it. Then Kyle is just like, well, Lisa was speaking up as well. And then Lisa was just like, don't put me in it because I like Teddi. And I get what she was saying. She was just like, I don't want it to seem like I was coming after Teddi. Lisa felt like she was helping, but the way Kyle was talking about it, it made it seem like Dorit and Vanderpump were coming after Teddi, although it was just solely Dorit. So then they start going back and forth, and like Erica Jane said later in the episode, it was just such a petty argument. Lisa felt attacked, and she specifically felt attacked because Kyle in her, victim meltdown, said that she felt that Dorit and Lisa set up this dinner to attack her. And Lisa took that to heart because she set up this dinner to celebrate with her besties. And so she gets up and she leaves. Then after she leaves, something I didn't expect was for Dorit to start dragging Lisa. I was like, wow. I don't think that Lisa could have ever saw this coming. I don't think that she could ever see herself getting another Brandy. And you know what? I'm not really going to compare Dorit to Brandy. I'm going to compare her to Brandy in a way that this younger blonde girl that she brings in starts to kind of turn on her in aspect. However, I did agree with Brandy turning on Lisa because I felt like Lisa was using her in certain aspects. So I agree with Brandy, but I don't agree with Dorit because in this situation, I was totally on team Lisa. I felt like she didn't do anything wrong. She felt attacked, so she got up and left. But Dorit started dragging her. It's just like, oh, what she did was childish or whatever. They run out and try to talk to her. Lisa's just like, I came to celebrate with my girlfriends. It turned into something else. I don't want to be bothered with it. I want to go home and be with my husband who enjoys my presence. You two don't right now. I get it. I do feel like she should have been a bit more mature and just sat down and talked to her girls. But the thing about Lisa is she gives off this very cold, English kind of perception. And I'm not saying that this is how English people are. I'm saying that this is what Lisa has said, right? So she acts like she's this independent friend. She doesn't really need any help. She's always there helping people and she's the glue that keeps everybody together, but she doesn't need any help. She doesn't need any affection. But truth be told, Lisa needs the most affection and attention in the group. She just acts like she doesn't. So she cannot be mad when people cannot read her signals when she's telling people, oh, I'm code because I'm English, and hiding behind her nation's culture as a way to be very standoffish when it's really, I really need a lot of affection and attention, but I don't want to seem vulnerable. And that's what it is with Lisa. So I agree with her, but I don't agree with her. I agree with Kyle, but I don't agree with her. I do not agree with Dorit. I didn't like how she was coming at Kyle. I didn't like how she was nasty at the dinner. I did not like how she took the focus from Lisa and put it on herself. And I did not like how she dragged Lisa. Regardless of her being on this show and solidifying her own diamond, Lisa still brought her on. There is still some kind of respect there that she needs to have. She doesn't have to be her flunky, and that's what I like about her. She is not Lisa's flunky, but what you not gonna do is bite the hand that feeds you. So then we get to the beach house. Teddi is way too stressed out about what other people think about her. And it kind of shocks me because she is somebody who is from like a musical royal family. Like, we don't have royalty in America. We have celebrities, okay? And her father is a huge celebrity still to this day. Like you say, John Mellencamp. They're like, I know his name. I'm a black girl from Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Like, he holds weight, like the name holds weight. So it's just very weird. I don't know, maybe she'll get into it more into the season because I know somebody who knows her and she's like, oh, Teddi isn't putting it on. This is Teddi. Teddi is very simple. Teddi does not have a lot of money. I don't know. It's very weird to me, just in my perception of celebrity and the weight that her father's name holds. It's just very weird to me that she is trying so hard or very stressed about impressing these rich people. I'm like, your dad is very wealthy. From what I'm like, somebody check John Mellencamp's coins. Like, what is going on? Because I feel like out of all these women, Teddi is the only one who really has like a status. So it's just so weird that she does so much or is stressing so much on how to impress them when they come to her beach house and making it seem like it's so regular. I'm like, girl, do you not know? Like, I don't think that Teddi understands her privilege or where she's at because it's very, it's not an easy thing to have a beach house. Like, you have to be making a certain amount of coin to have a beach house. And I'm not talking about the Jersey Shore, okay? I'm talking about like Malibu Beach or whatever this beach house is. You gotta have a nice coin. Like, and that beach house is in the millions. So I just don't understand how she was just so scatterbrained about impressing them. Especially, let's go back. Not only does she have a beach house on like a nice waterfront in Cali, she also has a beachfront in a gated community. So it's just, I'm not annoyed by it yet, but I feel like I'm going to get annoyed with her because, again, I know somebody who knows her and she's not playing middle class, but it bothers me that she's trying to be like one of us. It's the same thing that bothers me with Wendy Williams. Like, she tries to act like she's one of us. And I'm like, girl, you got a Porsche. You're not one of us. You know what I mean? Like, you live in a mansion. You're not one of us. So I don't know what's going on with her mindset, but I really hope that we get into why she's like this, because I am very curious. This is why I love Lisa Vanderpump. I love her enough to check her. Let me tell you something. I don't have no favorites on none of these shows. When I feel like somebody is out of pocket, I call it. But I love this look that she's wearing on the way to Teddi's beach house. These like hot pink palazzo pants with that white suitcase. Oh, gorgeous, sis. Gorgeous. Shout out to the Shady Bravo editors, because as Cal is trying to explain her position on the Lisa Vanderpump argument and trying to, you know, play victim, Cal always plays a victim. I would love to see a different side of her, but I don't think we ever will. But the Shady Bravo editors is going back to like scenes where Lisa is trying to like be open with one of her best friends, and Kyle is like making it all about her. Again, they're probably really random moments, but they strung them along to make it seem like this is something that has been happening for a very long time, and actually just give another side of the Lisa and Kyle whole, you know, debacle, or whatever, this whole little argument. However, it goes back to what I was talking about earlier. Lisa likes a lot of attention and affection, but she hides behind being British or whatever. And in a way, which always bothered me about her, tried to seem above affectionate Americans. You know what I mean? Because we are like that. Americans, we wear our heart on our sleeve and we are proud of it, okay? She tries to make it seem like it's weak. So the fact that she wants that attention and affection, I think it kind of, she easily snaps because it's something that she thinks that lower class people do. That's what it is. She made fun of Americans this entire time she was on this show and held herself above and be like, well, we don't do that. That's an American kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, kind of look down on us. But she wants the same thing. Like, she wants to be loved like how we want to be loved, but she just doesn't want to admit that, because then her whole I'm above it all English facade will be broken down. I see you, Satan. So, of course, Dorit arrives late, and she actually brings a potluck of things that she made. I don't believe she made these things at all. However, I'm not even talking about that. I want to talk about the fact that she still brought a potluck. I thought that, and I said it in my last review, that Teddi should have catered. Teddi got the coins. I don't know why she keeps on playing like this, and I'm starting to get a little frustrated. Because I saw in this beach house, I'm like, sis, you are not middle class poor. You are not one of us. Anyway, she brings these egg rolls. Let's talk about it, right? Teddi's the beach house is like 2 hours away by car without traffic from where Dorit is staying. With traffic, it got to be about 3.5 to 4 hours. You bring some food that at this point, since prep to actually being made, is coming up on about 5 hours old, not properly stored in a car where, yes, you probably had the air on, but still, it is not properly refrigerated. Why would you think that it was a good idea, especially leaving during rush hour in LA? Let me tell you something. It is a nightmare. I cannot wait to make it, because I'm getting out of here. The traffic alone makes you want to leave this place. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, you not only did you bring food, you brought egg rolls. Egg rolls are not good 10 minutes after they've been fried. As soon as they fry, you got to eat them right away. Have you ever tried to reheat an egg roll? As soon as the ladies are all together, like not even a greeting, Lisa and Kyle start going at it. They are going around in circles. And it's so sad, because I agree with the both of them in certain aspects of the argument. And if they would both just shut up and listen to each other, they would squash it. Didn't need to take up as much space in their friendship and in this trip. But their little beef goes on until Camille arrives, and then Kyle brings it up again, and then they try to discuss it. But what I wanted to talk about is that Lisa is so good at being fake. Kyle is not. Because Lisa was trying to like talk to her, and Kyle was like, like, you know what I mean? Like, she reminds me of like Whitney Houston in that interview. I think it was with Diane Sawyer, and Diane Sawyer made a comment. Like, if I can find that gif, I'm gonna put it up like right here or right here. But Kyle just can't be fake. So anyway, Camille comes. Kyle brings up the argument again, and the ladies are finally, they go back and forth, and people are just sitting there like, just shut up and get over, like, just get it over with so we can move on. They finally squash it and the ladies are able to move on. But I did kind of enjoy it because it's just girlfriends, you know what I mean? Some of us, we get in our emotions sometimes and we get prideful, or we feel like we want you to apologize. So many things get in the way, but I'm glad that especially Lisa realized that this friendship was not worth sacrificing over this minor disagreement. So I'm glad that they were able to squash it. Anyway, that's where it ends. Next week, we get the period shaming of Erica Jane. That episode is going to be juicy, and I'll be there to review it. So please stop by and join me in the comment section below. And if you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you for the following episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Bye, guys.